Vegas-style atmosphere. The Clubhouse Racebook, 711 Central Avenue, Albany.
This is Racing Across America with Seth Merrow.
Welcome back to Racing Across America. Happy to be joined by our friend Dick Powell. Good morning, Dick.
Seth, good morning.
Talk a little Presque Isle for this evening. Before we do that, you and I were talking before you came on set, and we've talked about your harness horse a few times, so we should alert people.
We're in Sunday night in race 13, I believe. They have, Vernon Downs has the Zawag Trot Sunday night, $300,000. So they got all the big drivers and everyone's up there. They got the Sire Stakes as well. We're the Excelsior A group. We missed a start at Yonkers, and we seem to have recovered from that. So, you know, we're and honest racing, a couple of weeks is like a long layoff. So we're coming in off the layoff, but I think we're going to be all right. And finally, we drew well. So we've been drawing the outside like every start, and we drew the 3-hole. And with those, so we're
unimpeachable.
We're
Sunday night at Vernon's.
Unimpeachable.
We'll be for you.
Race 13, I think we're number 3.
All right, so we'll keep our eyes on that, as they say. We'll be rooting for you. Let's get some ideas for Presque Isle for this evening. Again, things kick off Presque Isle with the opener 525, so keep that in mind. Race number 2 at Presque Isle this evening. It's a conditional claimer, 7,500 tags, non-winners of 3 lifetime. They're going to go 6.5. What did you see in the second?
Going to go number 4, Jamilari, a state bred running down in Pennsylvania, so no bonuses available. But this one ran pretty well for Jimmy Toner in turf sprints at Saratoga last year. Then kind of went bad on the dirt at Finger Lakes. Couldn't even beat 5 claimers. So they shipped to Presque Isle. And if you have a turf horse with speed, usually Presque Isle at Tapeta Surface handles that. So she won by almost 3 lengths, 6-5 favorite with Taylor Rice against this claiming level non-winners of 2 lifetime. Came back against non-winners of 3 lifetime with Antonio Gallardo, but got bumped at the start. Now Gallardo gets off, but he doesn't have a mount in the race. So Taylor Rice gets back on, which I got no problem with. Taylor's having a good meet. And Jeremiah Engelhardt has big numbers in all those categories. I think we can get out. 6.5 might be pushing her limit a little bit, but the Tapeta Racing Surface carries speed pretty well in sprint races. So race 2, number 4, Jamilari.
All right, let's move on to the third race this evening out at Presque Isle. The third race is another conditional claimer, 7,500 tags, non-winners of 2 lifetime. They'll go 1 mile in the third.
Well, number 7, OK Mama here with Antonio Gallardo. Gallardo has 68 wins. The next closest one is Pablo Morales with 48, so he's 20 lengths ahead. This filly by Super Saver has made 1 start on a Tapeta, was a good third. The runner-up that day, Jazz Apple, came back to beat 7,500 non-winners of 2 lifetime by a couple of lengths on June 9th. For some reason, they went back to Finger Lakes on the dirt surface, which she doesn't seem to handle that well to begin with. And now we're back on the Tapeta. We're going 2 turns. Gallardo is just fantastic rider. He wins 26% with his route mount. So I think we get the trip here. And 8-1 morning line. Sign me up for half of that, and I'll be happy.
And that's always the thing. You look at those juicy morning lines with the horse you really like. You're always wondering, is that going to hold? We'll see. 5th race at Presque Isle this evening. Yet another conditional claimer. This time it's a calendar condition. $7,500 tags, and they will go 5.5 furlongs in the 5th.
Yeah, this is a different condition now. This is the non-winners of a race in 2016. Most of them have been 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. So as the meet goes on, the conditions change a little bit. Winter Lady is kind of a counterintuitive selection. Dale Capuano's winning 53% when he rides Gallardo. Now, Gallardo's on the other horse. This is the other Capuano with Jose Garcia. But I like the fact that she was a good second 2-back against Better. Coming in off the layoff, has some decent speed, breaks from the outside. If Garcia can get this one at least pressing the pace. Last start came from too far back. But I just have this sneaky suspicion that the other Capuano is going to run big. Now, I don't know why it's 7-2, because I don't see how this horse is going to be 7-2. I think it's going to be much higher when everyone sees Gallardo riding for Capuano. That's been the big money move at Presque Isle this meet. So we'll take the price, hopefully, And Capuano, regardless of who he's riding, is winning in spectacular fashion. So he's 40% at the meet. You and I could probably get aboard someone and get him home. So Winter Lady, number 7 in race 5.
It would be the last race for that
Yeah,
horse if I
exactly.
was on board. But
Every horse I've ever been on has one thing in common. They want me off.
I think I've only ridden one horse in my life.
And they succeed.
My sister lived out in North Dakota. This is going back years ago, and she had a horse. It was one of those that named Lightning, but pretty much a complete opposite of that. You just got on it when we were in it, so that one I was
Not
fine
the ones I've been on.
All right, Dick, we only got a couple of minutes left, but opening day tomorrow here at Saratoga. I've said it before, I'm looking forward to Songbird. It'd be great if the 3 winners of the Triple Crown races showed up in the Travers, but we don't know about Nyquist. Certainly on the older division, I want to see if Frosted can come back from that Met Mile. Tepin is going to be fun if she shows up here. Flintshire certainly. On the human side, can Jose Ortiz keep his role going up here at Saratoga? What are you looking forward to starting tomorrow?
Just the babies, the 2-year-olds. I love the 2-year-olds. I love the new sires. I love the first-time starters. I love pedigrees and trainer angles and things like that. And what I've said in the past, Saratoga doesn't need stars. Saratoga makes stars. So we're obviously going to have stars coming in, and I'm going to miss the Songbird race. That's a Sunday, not a Saturday, and I got to get out to Vernon Sunday. So
right.
that's going to be.
Well, it's race 13. You can make the late start, but do you
I
go
know,
in and massage the horse early in the
I
day?
act as like the unofficial groom. Dick, go get this. I'm the gopher, so.
Well, if you wind up in the winner's circle, it's all moot.
Yeah, no question. No question.
That's as good as watching Songbird. And again, we'll be rooting for you on Sunday night. It looks like it's going to be fun. I said last night I went downtown and walked up and down Broadway a little bit, and already a big crowd in town.
It's weird, though, because without the open house, without the press conference, that's been quiet. And then most of the publicity has been negative. With this group in town, that just, they just won't stop. I mean, they were on the 6 o'clock news again last night. And that I don't quite understand why this close to the meet, we're talking negatively about Saratoga. Because the average person doesn't understand the nuances. They hear something about, this negative. Remember, years ago, Naira was playing this game, and, when they're trying to get the franchise extended, they're acting like they're going to close down and stuff. Well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, there were some stories floating around.
Yeah,
but tomorrow, all will be positive, particularly if we catch some tickets at the betting window, and we'll see how it works out over the next 40 days. Again, we kick off tomorrow. Hopefully we make a little money tonight up at Prescott.
Well, it's a nice card tonight, and what's great with these races is from 5:30 to 8:30 you can bet these Prescott races while Saratoga's finishing and Del Mar's getting underway. So there's lots of time in between those tracks to jump in here and find some good value. Steve Bick gave out a $29 winner last week.
We talked about that on
It
Sunday.
was fantastic.
Because you had mentioned it to me, so we showed
Well,
that.
no, that was all him.
Pulled up
that was all him.
Yeah, you had mentioned that Bick had mentioned it, so I said to him, "Hey, give us the inside scoop here," and he pulled up a nice little trainer stat there last week at $29. So, all right, we'll wrap things up. Dick, we appreciate the visit.
Thank you, Steph.